Hi guys, I want to show you something. I got a dog here that, see if I can find her right here. Okay, hi pup. All right, she's a rescue dog, and when she come here, she's very shy, timid. She'd run from you. Look at her, she'd run. The place where she come from, they had abused her, and she had a set of rules and laws there that kept her boxed in. She couldn't do anything for fear of her life. And we'd sit here and we could hold her hand out with something on it, you know, something to eat, and she would stand off or whatever. She was real skittish and watched us. She was real leery because of the rules and regulations that she had to adhere to, the laws that she had. And it reminded me of how anymore the Christian people, the religious people that go to church and ask forgiveness, you know, they don't understand they've got freedom in Christ, that Christ, through his blood, we've been justified. God conciliated himself to the world through that, didn't he? That was 2 Corinthians 5:15, 5:19 tells us that God was in Christ Jesus, conciliating himself to the world. The King James uses the word reconciliation, but we know the reconciliation is a two-part thing. And truly, absolutely right, the world has not recognized that fact. They're still doing the belief, got to believe and confess, forgive, you know, of the law. The law stated that, just what you have to do to be saved, to be made whole. But God conciliated himself through the world. Now, once we realize that and understand that truth, we have the conciliation back. At that point, reconciliation is a truth. But until then, it's not. See? I can hold back, when this dog first come here, I could sit there and hold my hand out. She wouldn't come to me. She's afraid. Because of the law that she had instilled in her. She didn't have that freedom. But my mind hadn't changed, you know. In our minds, we still love this pup. The love is still there, and there's no wrongs, you know. She had nothing. She done nothing wrong. I could see nothing wrong with what she was doing. She become anew here, right? As we did in Christ. When Christ, see, God conciliated himself to the world. Christ was his approach present. See, as I would kneel down and hold my hand out for this pup to come, I'd offer an approach present. I'd approach her with something in my hand, approach present. When she had finally seen that truth, that there was nothing here, no guilt, freedom. She has freedom now. She runs and has a good time, has joy, has abundant joy, as we do. Once we realize that because of God's approach present, Jesus Christ, and the blood that he shed on the cross, we have been justified, acquitted, not forgiven. Forgiven is different. Forgiven and pardoned is two different words. I mean, that means the same thing. You know, if someone's pardoned, it's because of your actions, something that you did, that then it was been forgiven. But see, justified is you haven't been, there was no sin counted to you anyway. So because of that, we have the joy of Jesus Christ, the love and the conciliated part, that once we understand that, then we've been reconciled to God. And we have freedom in Christ because we don't know, there's no more guilt on our part. It's all has to do, the guilt has all on us, none on Christ, none on God, is all on us. Everything that we can perceive is wrong is us doing the perceiving. There's no part, nothing that we need to do to be accepted by God. We're His creation. And once we realize that, once the Christians realize that they don't have to believe and forgive to be saved, to be made whole. That's what saved means, to be made whole. And once that's realized, the freedom that they have is powerful. It's powerful. So it is. All right? Hey, it's a great day out here. All right? I'll talk to you guys later.